Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament. I am Edgeworth, and I'm joined here on commentary by Wappy, the champion of the Chaos Rush Tournament. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right, and that never gets old.
Nor should it. So we have a pretty interesting race going on so far. We've got 2-0 Crab Cakes versus 2-0 Dengwoo, and Dengwoo is going hard up.
Yeah, Double Thief. You can't pay me to run Double Thief. Unless it's Quad Thief. If there's more than one thief, I need 4. It's either 1 or 4. That's my personal preference.
All or nothing, huh?
That's right.
But yeah, things are shaping up to be pretty interesting. From what I've seen in previous matches, the single thief has been pretty helpful and kind of mitigating the loss of the run chance from the black mage early on. But 2 thieves now I think we might see some 2-man strats unless the early magic is really good.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how he plays this. If he's going to keep both of them up, or what's the
The other thing of note, Crab Cake's deciding to run the white mage. So if there is some particularly useful magic in a white mage only learnable slot, that is a big advantage for Crab Cake.
Yeah, it certainly will be interesting if like Fade's in that 2nd or 4th slot here in level 1. What how Dengwoo deals with that, if he thinks about re-rolling so that he can get access to that, or of course we don't have it.
Yeah, and like the best that we have is stop. So level 1 is atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, Ruse is nice to see there. If, once you class change, your knight can have Ruse, which is always nice. But to start the game, this is terrible.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to go in hammering here. We've got Iron Hammers being the only thing that is really worth a darn here.
So you're saying we've got stop and hammer time?
Yes, yes, we do. And we've got cabins at 73 apiece, so Dengwoo's going to pick up 3 and probably head up there, see what we got. No, just gonna see what the king has.
Yeah, that's an interesting strat for these flags. Since we don't really have weapons incentivized, I'm not really sure the point of picking that up before going.
Okay, well, somebody had lit 2, and that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that was wolves. And Dengwoo, I guess now it makes sense. He's going off and gonna go. Whoa, that was nuke on the ghoul.
Okay, well, this is gonna be a horrifying marsh cave, and there's unrunnable spiders. So, oh well, there's poison on the ends.
This is awesome, and I love it.
Okay, this is terrifying.
I'm also really liking what Dengwoo is doing here, given what we have over in the Temple of Phoenix.
Yeah, I might. Oh, we've got wolves with.
Oh, but Provoca is Lefane. Feels bad when you stop Garland and you still can't hit him with your hammer. not moving. And Dengwoo finds a loose TNT over in Matoya, and we get the crown from the princess. So, crown, chime, and loose TNT have all been found. It'll be interesting to see if Crab Cakes checks Matoya. I mean, I usually do when I play these, but I don't know if that's just me or if everybody likes to. And Dengwoo's gonna go up and find out how terrible Temple of Fiends is. And Crab Cakes is off to find Lefane and be terribly disappointed. As our runners just kind of trade spots here. We got some ogres giving Crab Cakes the business. And Dengwoo is making his way through the Temple of Fiends. Dengwoo's Thieves and Red Wizard are not looking too great at the moment, but that Wizard Staff is coming in handy. And Crab Cakes picks up her TNT. And that Wizard Staff.
So things evening out a little bit here. So, question for you, Appy. Would you even attempt to kill Astos at this point?
I probably wouldn't. Not with this gear, not with this spell selection. I would go down to Elfland and hope that, Provoke is there or something that can get us a little bit more spell power.
Dang, just chipping away with the silver knife.
Yeah, silver knife is doing some work though, so he's gonna get there eventually. And Dengwoo finishes off his garland and picks up his crown. So our runners are about in the same place here. Crab Cake's just doing some shopping.
Also decides to cash in that wizard staff, and it is very, very good money, but I would be somewhat hesitant to, since you haven't seen anything in the way of AoE other than stop.
Yeah, especially with as good as it is against things like the pirates or, early large groups of enemies are pretty susceptible to the wizard staff. So, do we think Crab Cakes is gonna revive either of his characters or her characters? Excuse me. Or do you think she's gonna two-man it for a bit?
Given what we've seen of the magic so far, I think two-manning it is the way to go. Level 1 was just so bad that focusing experience would be pretty useful.
I agree, but Crab Cakes is freak of nature when it comes to playing this game. So we'll see what she does, because she's super fast.
Yeah, on the side of Dengwoo running the two thieves you can get a lot of mileage out of in Marsh Cave, so won't be surprised if he goes the full party.
Yeah, I think if you're taking thieves, the Marsh Cave is the reason why you did that, so I agree.
Yeah, these early overworld encounters are just absolutely brutal. And Deng is really feeling the pain of it, not having a lot in the way of save items.
Yeah, that is the trade-off to keeping that wizard staff. And we're turning in this herb, and we'll see what this sleepy... the floater. Will hopefully, get to be used soon.
And that's Gaia, and that is not really what you're hoping for.
No, but maybe something will be in the item shop.
You could probably get enough gear in the for a marsh dive, but given what you've seen in Temple of Fiends so far, that's got to be a real unpleasant prospect, and this might be a big advantage for Deng.
Yeah, we got silver swords. Looks like she is planning on bringing at least one of them back. And she bought 3 instead of 2, so...
Dengwoo has just enough money for 1 tent.
Yeah, I think if I'm Dengwoo, I'm selling that wizard staff at that point, but...
Off
he goes!
For it. Yeah.
And there it goes, paying dividends, confusing every wolf in that party. If I were Deng, though, I would consider moving that wizard staff off of my thief if I'm going to employ these runaway strat, and just throwing out the confuse to mitigate some damage.
I think Deng is gonna try to make it to trying to make it to Marsh Cave on just using the 10 outside there. This will be hilarious if it works.
Looks like it worked. He's also got a cabin, so once he's through with this, he'll be able to save again. That was an unrunnable muck, I think.
Oh no. Oh, the scums are unrunnable too!
Oh no.
They die fairly easily well, they die fairly easily if they get confused, but that doesn't happen very often.
Yes, unscummable.
And there's the nuke ghouls, so good luck. Oh, they got Scorch too.
I much prefer the Scorch.
And Crab Cakes is gonna see what the king has. All right, it's the tail. probably one try and then out.
Yeah, I mean, with 3 silver swords, got ice one, might be able to do this. Ooh, the silver sword did 1 damage. Yeah.
And top half of Marsh not looking so profitable, but Deng already lost a party member, so there's a heal helmet. Not exactly what you're looking for, but that is good money.
Yeah, I think you see what's in these other 2 chests and then reset out, so you have the full party going down to the bottom.
Alright, yeah, that's looking like a reset, although he can pick up some of that money on the way by with the link chest.
With as dangerous as this is, I don't know if I would risk the steps, but... And it looks like Deng's not going to pick it up.
Oh, the gargoyles are unrunnable too. This is super pleasant.
Deng just lost his red wizard again.
Oh, there's the scum. It's gotta hit the confuse now. Yeah, and the experience Crabcake's got off of killing Astos is gonna be pretty important down here.
And she was also killing blue ogres, as people were pointing out, blogers, if you will, which got her a couple levels on her way over.
Fishing for crits on that top scum, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, the difference in levels there is kind of huge, where Dengwoo's sitting at levels 3 and 4, and Crabcakes is almost level 7 already. Deng's down to 1 character.
Deng is gonna find a lot of nice stuff down here, but is probably not gonna survive the wizard encounter.
If he even gets that far.
Yeah, Crabcakes takes a wipe, so this is this is looking like a wipe too. Gets the confusion is actually helping out. Yeah, Deng's gonna take the reset. Dead in the water, but at this point, I think you just run for that single item and just hope for the best.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you've already found 1 loose item. Seems unlikely another loose item is going to be this early in the game. And there's only 2 chests we haven't seen. Just get the key item and, you know, hightail it out of here.
Yeah, and if you can manage to sneak out, that is a pretty big advantage. And I think Deng's got, I don't know, both approaches are definitely have merits. Crabcakes has levels, Deng has running ability, so but with all the unrunnables, it seems like neither one is at an advantage right now.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate all the unrunnables fell in the Marsh Cave when the reason you take Double Thief is for the Marsh.
Oh, the wizards are
Unrunnable.
unrunnable. Wow. They also have 3 hits, which is absolutely absurd.
Yeah, this is brutal.
This might be one of those ask for a rerolls.
I think at this point I might check those other 2 chests to see if there's an AoE casting item in them.
I agree, or even a sun sword to get you through some of those. If you can roll, you get that and roll 2 wizards, you're in pretty good shape, I think.
Dengwoo's had enough. Not sure where he's heading, but he's had enough.
I don't know where you can go after this. I mean, you don't really have any of the resources to pop grind, so... Hey, give the kindly old king a try.
I mean, Dengwoo doesn't even have save items to save stone his way across the continent.
Oh, Dengwoo was checking what the king had and decided, nope. Alright, so round 3 for crab cakes. Only 2 this time.
Oh, and the stop works on both of them.
Yeah, time magic with that damage amp put together. That's all you needed was to wait for 2, and there's the ship. So we knew it was going to probably be either ship or canoe.
And the bat is trolling crab cakes on her way out.
And an unrunnable on the way out. So far, so good, but Crab Cakes has to dodge the nastiness of the ghouls on the top floor.
And that bat is still trolling her.
And there's some more scums.
And Dengwoo finally gets to see that the wizards are unrunnable, and the wizard staff misses all 4 of them, and it's another one.
So yeah, Deng taking a very aggressive approach and just not paying off for him with just the sheer volume of unrunnables in Marsh Cave. Crabcake's not going anywhere for a while. Just 2 damage at a time. Chip your way out of Marsh. And Astos is not seeming so kindly in this fight. And really does not care about your confuse on a stick.
Yeah, I really like what Deng was trying to do with, running Double Thief, taking a bigger risk against somebody like Crabcakes, but the seed this is the worst possible seed for it. Like, I think he's gonna have words with you, Edge, when all is said and done.
Alright, round 2 versus Astos. And there's some Technicolor mucks. Only a few steps more for Crabcakes.
And she's out.
Alright, so gonna take to the skies fairly soon, and this is a pretty huge lead for Crabcakes right now. Oh, lands the confuse!
He didn't even use it once on himself.
Nope. Right back to punching. See Deng running back and forth in frustration. Crabcakes finds Elfland, but doesn't really have any cash to take advantage of that, so...
Yeah, that'll be really good for her once she gets a little bit of cash. Levels 3 and 4 magic. I like to call it Magic City.
The big problem for Deng, just no way to get levels with the magic. The magic is bad as it is. Crabcakes bringing the double red mage had 3 characters that could swing silver swords and cast stop, and that made a huge difference. On rack, there is a slab, and it is way too expensive right now, but one cardia dive and you probably got the money for that.
Yeah, she's got the money for spells now, so she's probably gonna stop off in Elfland, pick up some spells, and do as you said, go to Cardia, and we'll see from there.
Well, there's the ruby, so there's 4 chests in the neighborhood. So not exactly what you want to see post floater, but it'll be useful right now. Trying to take the drive-through approach with the Titan's Cave, which just does not work out.
I mean, we're giving him food. Why won't he just, it's like McDonald's. Like, all he had was money. So if he just had his money ready, we didn't have to walk in there.
Meet me halfway. Come to the door.
Ice 3 is going to help out a ton for Crab Cakes. Moving on.
And in White Magic we have... Oh, there's Exit at level 3. Do you want to bring back the White Mage? The answer is no.
Yeah, if it was, okay, it's Fade. You might want to bring her back now.
Yeah, there's Fade and Exit. I could definitely see, and Fire 3 and Zap as well. So nice, useful assortment of spells.
Yeah, I think I would be bringing her back for that Fade.
A modest armor upgrade.
Makes me feel good when Crab Cakes agrees with me and does what I think she's gonna do.
Meanwhile, Dengwoo looks like another run at Astos is getting set up here.
Yeah, Crab Cakes is gonna turn in this tail and pick up all the Cardia chests. Probably come back and buy that Fade because she couldn't afford it. And Crab Cake's got money for days now.
Oh, there's a Vorpal. Kind of a sick joke. Who would put that there?
She already has silver swords. I don't understand.
Alright, so Deng takes 2 steps into Marsh Cave and gets nuked. And that's just been the kind of seed he's had so far.
The Benet. One of my favorite swords.
Also worth equipping right now. Nice assortment of stuff. Nothing exceptional, but definitely nearly everything that Crab Cakes has found in Cardia has been useful. So.
Yeah, it's really a nice little starter pack to get you through the rest. Get you geared up so you can do some of these harder dungeons.
So the question is, where's Provoka hiding? Because that is Melmoth right now.
So either Elf or Onrak or Lefane.
Nope, there's Onrak and there is a slab purchase, so I'm gonna knock that out right now.
Ooh, silver bracelets for cheap. And with this party, that's going to be really nice.
Yeah, time to avoid the evasion penalty of the chain armor altogether.
Looks like Deng is checking some of those other chests to see if he can get something that'll get him out of here.
And there's warp at 5, so exit at 4, warp at 5. And now does Crabcakes reconsider the death of the red mage? Probably not, because Fade was at 4.
And he got 4 again. I don't like his chances here.
Nah, definitely not looking so good. Although there's one hit, there's 2 hits. Ugh,
Stop
okay,
missed all 4.
Yeah, that is a reset right there.
Yeah, Fast was also there at level 5, so level 5's kind of loaded.
Dengwoo pausing a little bit before entering Marsh Cave again, and hey, there's shadows. It's not anything that kills me, so it's probably happy to see that group.
Crabcake's picking up the cube and Lefane.
Alright, so probably not the canoe that she was hoping for. And at this point, this is a pretty good move for Crabcakes. We haven't seen Crescent Lake and we haven't seen Provoca, so one of these is going to give you an item. And post-promotion, Crabcakes can do magic shopping and never have to come back to either town.
Yeah, but I think she's out of money, so she may want to take a couple of these fights on the way.
I'm thinking out a Bane Sword. Pretty good time to do that.
Ooh, he missed.
It looks like they are pretty dodgy wolves, but go down pretty fast.
Yeah, they like to breathe in that poison smoke, which is going to be their downfall.
Uh-oh. I am very concerned about seeing that Scorch, because that is also on the ghouls. And if the nuke is on the other side of that script, we may have a Medusa script nuke.
I don't know why that concerns you. That's exciting. That could, get Dengwoo back in this. He just needs to get through this marsh cave. And the old men give us their rod.
Oh no, Deng is resorting to encounter manipulation at this point.
And I think he's trying to get a few levels here in hopes that he can live through the wizard punches. Which I think it's really his only play at this point. Don't watch Edge. Something's happening.
Cryogenically freezing Athyra.
Yeah, it looks like she chopped it up into steak for you. I'm sorry.
It's one of the reasons why I don't like doing that fight unless you have a really, really strong melee character. Although the experience is going to be helpful early, it's just little brutal. And yeah, here's the sail to Provoca. So if Canoe's in Provoca, this is a really solid move. If it's a loose Canoe, this is going to feel real bad.
Yeah, I think I would have checked Ice Cave, since it's incentivized and you can get there. She's got Fire 3, and she could go by Fade. Like 3 spellcasters, all with AoE options. Ice Cave's not so scary. Of course, there is the nuke ghouls. But, you know.
She's probably deferring Ice Cave so that she can take advantage of Warp.
That's fair, but she should have levels on exit, so you still only have to make 1 loop.
I don't know, with Ice 3 I would favor a Volcano Treasury dive to get the levels that way. But there's a pretty good chance that this is going to be required to kick off the rest of the seed, so... unfortunately, only 1 Ice 3 caster.
Only these pirates weren't safe. And Dengwoo's gonna die to the wizards again.
Oh, this is... I don't know. I feel bad for Dengwoo, but sometimes you just gotta let these kind of seeds just roll off your back. There are just times where the randomizer is just like, hey, sorry, you're not winning today. And poor Dengwoo is just getting run through the garbage disposal right now.
Yeah, this kind of seed feels just terrible.
Got Heal 2 and Fog 2, so not exciting, but not terrible. White Magic.
I missed it. What did Vicky give?
Picky gave the Adamant out. And Dengwoo has been given a one-way trip back to the top of Marsh Cave.
So we've got Lyra, SRL asking for a recap. You want to give that, Ed?
Yeah, sure. So the big story is the sheer volume of unrunnables and nastiness in Marsh Cave. Marsh Cave had the ship, and you received the floater from the Elf Prince. The herb was at Merrick. There was a loose TNT in Matoya's cave. The king gave you the chime, Sarah gave you the crown, Astos gave you the tail. From there on out, the vendor in Onrak, which was located at Crescent Lake, gave you the slab. Leifin at Gaia gave you the cube. Sarda gave you the ruby. The Crescent Lake Old Men gave you the rod. Vicky handed over the adamant, which may or may not be the canoe. It may be more fetch quest items, but I don't know. It's looking pretty good that that's the canoe. Although, if it's not there, it's probably an ice cave.
Yeah, buying ruse on your night this early feels good. Gonna have 4 castings of it when you get to the get into Topher. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, you get. I mean, you usually split it up. You got 2 for Kraken, 2 for Chaos, and usually 2 stacks of ruse is enough to get you through those fights. And if you can combine that with the white shirt, well, that's even better.
Oh no, it's Oxio.
Alright, well, I think Ice Cave is the next logical play, but after that, it might be a loose canoe that you have to go hunting for.
Dengwoo might be heading over for a pop grind.
I mean, I don't mind the play at all if he had anything at all that he could use to kill things over there. And it just feels real bad with the level 1 magic that you have.
Looks like he is finally buying ice. It should help.
And yeah, that red mage in the front slot for crab cakes is just not dying.
Yeah, I hate that when you're trying to kill somebody off and the game just won't let you do it.
Deng gets Lupa just for the fun of it. And yeah, looks like you might have a pop grind. Got some big peds here, but 2 of them go down to the Bane Sword. Had that
And
red.
finally.
Yeah.
And that wizard staff is still doing work over for Dengwoo.
Yeah, fortunately, a large group of enemies that doesn't like fire, so Confuse is pretty helpful here.
And Crabcakes finds the white shirt. So, Ruse and a white shirt. Your knight's going to be pretty unhittable.
Yeah, post promotion also equipable by the white mage too, so a nice defense upgrade.
And the dragon armor, man, armory is just loaded.
And I think if I saw correctly, that's level 13, so she should have warp charges by now. Warp and exit, making it the shortest ice cave possible. And I think she's gonna burn up whatever charges she has left magic-wise and then book it on out of here.
Yeah, it looks like she wasn't 13 on everything. And she's going back in, so I guess she's gonna clear out all the volcano and then go to the ice cave. Which this is a really good play if you're gonna... She could find the other loose item here and then not have to bother, you know, just do the little warp trick and exit out immediately in a ice cave, so...
Yeah, and it's not too bad to be checking out these items either. You're still missing a ribbon, and oh geez, damage poison coming from the Cerberus. Well, now you've got solo effort. No, you don't.
I didn't realize Falconic rolled this as a challenge seed.
But given how many of those that Crab Cakes has done, advantage in her court.
And some more fire cows. And this time Crab Cakes gets away.
Dengwoo not so lucky on the old pop grind, but here's some Frost Wolves, so... Oh, Frost Wolves with Glare, so never mind. Rip these.
Ooh, the Sun Sword. That's a big pickup.
That is a very nice offensive bump. Dengwoo is so desperate right now, even this Tyro looks tasty, but oh boy. There's a lot of damage.
Way too much HP for Dengwoo's party to take out.
Also has way too much magic resist for that confused to hit reliably too, so this is not looking so hot. And it's time for Agama facts. Wappy, did you know that you can find Agamas in the volcano?
I did in fact know that. What's that?
Useful information to know for sure.
Did you know that today is Halloween and Agamas are dressed as Saurius?
I did not, but it looks like everybody's dressed as Saurias, including the bulls.
Well, the bulls are actually on parade, so it's not Halloween for them.
I guess that's fair. I might be enraged a bit if I lived in the bottom of a volcano myself.
Check out this Red D.
And after that blast of imps with poison, Dengwoo has thrown in the towel. So when you're handed a seed like this, sometimes it's best to just get it out of your mind as fast as possible and regroup for another day. And that is a very, very dead fighter. And it's time for stacking ruse and throwing fades out. And ow, that is a beefy punch to the back row there. No fast charges, so just going in with the Vorpal. And taking a nap.
Rudy's had a big day. He's got to take a little nap.
Oh, that's real bad. Yeah, and of course, as soon as your evasion stacks are nullified by paralysis, that is when Gary decides, oh, I'll punch you now.
Solid strategy. And we're about to see what's in the ice cave here.
Alright, and there's the sorcerers, which much nicer than the wizards this time around. Thanks to Shadow Walker for the raid. Appreciate it. Question in chat, Deng forfeit, why? It was a very, very brutal marsh cave. There were a lot of unrunnables and a lot of things that could just outright kill you. And Deng went with a two-thief strategy to try to run his way through Marsh Cave, which, when half of the encounters are unrunnable, just is not going to work. Frost dragons seem to have the typically high evade, and with no spellcasters, this is gonna take a little bit of time.
And they are runnable, though. I'm not really sure why she's taking that fight.
Yeah, that's a fight that I love to take if I have spare quad X charges, and I will usually take 1 or 2 swings, and if I miss a lot, skip out on that.
Yeah, same here. They're good experience, but they are oftentimes evasion machines, so you give them a shot and then get out. And the other loose item was sitting here in the ice cave. We got a...
Alright, so that is, I don't know, that pretty much all but confirms that, yeah, he needed to go through here to crack open that canoe. And Crab Cake's coming out of here with pretty decent levels, and I don't remember anything exceptional being found at the bottom of the volcano, so Crab Cakes can just zip on through there, no problem.
Yeah, I would be surprised if she picks up any of the chests in Volcano.
But still digging out some of the more convenient chests, and here's the unrunnable wizards when you have a little bit of fade to get some revenge. Good stop too.
And like always, there's always one that lives through your AoE.
It's the FF1 special. Alright, so that is a really nice upgrade. You've got white shirt on the white mage, and now you have a gold bracelet on the red mage. Things are shaping up really nicely equipment-wise.
Yeah, she's really just missing a ribbon or two, and then really wouldn't want any. And of course the eye had enough health to live through 2 physical attackers. Because why wouldn't this suit have?
Alright, so for the crystal we get... There's the canoe.
Now we're just missing the loot and the key, and we'll be in go mode.
Bane, level 7, too rich for my blood. Tier 3, you can never have enough heal.
Looks like we're gonna pick up some pro rings, and in lieu of ribbons, it's gonna help.
Yeah, best arm slot armor in the game. Even if you have ribbons, it's still gonna help. But yeah, that death element block, it'll be really nice to have right now.
And we're checking 2 shops I don't think I ever check. And they're loaded. Cure 4 and Life 2.
Yeah, And Crab Cake selling gear has just enough money to get both of those. And, well, by the time you go into Topher, sometimes having one charge of those actually makes a difference. So, not a bad pickup at all.
I only get one ribbon, but getting that ribbon here means we're gonna have to dive, waterfall, or ordeals.
First, some revenge on Carrie. And immediately gets wrecked by a hot dog with glare.
Yeah, those fire cows are just terrible.
Yeah, and they're not going to be any better when there's a 4-pack of them. And she's gonna throw the ribboned white mage in front to take the glares. She knows it's coming. But
Wow,
of
that
course,
was a
damage.
high roll.
Yeah, of course, damage poison is gonna max roll the red mage. So
And they rolled high on health, too.
yeah.
Looks like she's after that sun sword that was in the top chest here on the right.
Yeah, not bad to pick up for the red mage, especially if she wants to do some 2-man strats from here on out. The current tournament flags are one forced and one banned. There's none is selectable, but not required.
And it was a very sleepy night. He's taken a lot of naps.
Hans has narcolepsy.
And let's see if we can get our revenge.
7 hits, 7 damage.
Revenge achieved. Looks like we might be paying Kraken a little visit.
Ooh, could buy another slab too. Nah, crab cake's not interested.
Looks like she was just stocking up.
Alright, and now Ordeals. Which probably has a loot.
Disappointed we're not saying hi to the old man today, but we got things to do, I guess.
I mean, he just wants to admire the crown.
And then disappear, because he's actually just a ghost.
Oh hey, we have Argoyles with Paralysis Touch.
I don't know why you're surprised. I mean, I guess it probably would have been more fitting if they had Death Touch.
No, we have to save that for the Crystal Medusas.
Hey, we get a second ribbon. And a third ribbon.
Alright, so it's pretty sweet to find all of the ribbons. Still, for the 2-man strat seems to be the dominant strategy here, but it'll be nice to not get stunned every 2 seconds now.
Yeah, that'll especially help with those fire cows.
Hey, there's a loot. And I think all that's left is a waterfall trip for the key, right?
It's probably the crystal, right? We haven't had the crystal yet? Or have we?
Yeah, I think the crystal was the canoe.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, then it's got to be the key.
So, pretty quick ordeals, all things considered. We have some sunburned catmen.
Well, they are in the desert.
It seems appropriate, but
It's gonna make less sense later.
oh no, those catmen are just covered in fiberglass and asbestos from Mirage Tower.
That's perfect.
Once more into Provoca, presumably to pick up some heal too and fog fuse. Yeah, so that White Mage spellbook looking pretty stacked right now.
Yeah, that was definitely the character to take. Although I think we're still missing Life 1, aren't we? Or did I miss that?
Yeah, I don't know where Life 1 ended up. Very well could have ended up in the Lathan magic shops. And we've got some waterlogged mummies here. Oh, min roll on the fade on that mud goal.
Yeah, that feels bad.
And one fade left for this tile, so nice efficient magic use by Crabcakes.
Good use of Harm too to finish him off.
And that's pretty much everything. Crabcake's just digging out these chests to see, you never know, there might be a Masby in here.
So which Fiend dungeon do you think she's going to first?
thinking Sea Shrine.
Looks like she's gonna dig out some chests here first. That was definitely worthwhile. Wasn't just a bunch of garbage.
Oh, you just reset out of it too, so it didn't take very long.
Yeah, I just want to know why the dwarves were locking that stuff up. And again, why did the Astos lock those things up? These people just don't understand what's actually valued.
I mean, there's a pretty professional cape.
And at least there was some large swaths of money in Corneria Keep.
Maybe the elves are going to be a little better.
Well, they got some sword called a Mazmoon. I don't know what that is. Is that good?
It's pretty good. So we have a Mazmian and we have a Mage Staff. So the 2-man is just going to be. It's going to be lit going through Sea Shrine and Sky. That's for sure. Level 7, heal 3. Don't mind if I do.
Man, this is a pretty gross looking sea shrine. It's like somebody mashed up a bunch of peas and dumped them in the sea shrine.
Yeah, the algae theme not too exciting to see. That is a very, very dodgy wizard sag. That is a clutch Bane sword right there.
Now I'm just confused because the shrine is green, but the waters are somehow kind of normal colored.
It's hard to get down there and scrub that out. More lobsters that are about to die to fate.
it's very nice of them all to go before Brad gets a turn.
It's improved turn order. Didn't say there it was who it was improved for.
And there's always one.
Yeah, but landing the Bane on the Wisahag, very, very preferred. Otherwise, that's a 3 or 4 swing kind of fight there.
Definitely. So do you think she'll continue the Bane strats on Kraken, or try more conventional things?
She's got plenty of ruse stacks, so probably get that evasion beefed up and then go from there. The Vorpal and the Mazmune, both of them can get the job done.
Oh, it looks like the Sea Shrine is starting to take its effect on Kraken. He's kind of turning colors there.
Yeah, looking a little green around the gills there. Can't be healthy.
We got our Edge bot is back.
This Kraken's got a lot of health.
That's about all that Kraken had. And looks like we're going to take care of Earth and then wrap it up with Tiamat.
Just knock them out in order.
What order is that? Because this isn't the order you normally do them in.
In order on the tracker, pretty much.
Ah, the tracker order. Okay.
I don't know, I feel like you killed Carrie first a lot.
Well, that's fair, but in vanilla, you kind of have to kill Lich first.
Yeah. Instead of bluffing an old man in the park.
Yeah, a confused old man. You can't just like go talk to him and take his canoe.
Yeah, no, I killed Lich. Yeah, that happened.
I mean, really, it's kind of a not the best system that old man's got. Like, we may need that canoe in order to, get the levels and equipment to kill that Lich. Why is he withholding?
One Gerwolf knew what was coming and got out. Hopefully they're gonna go warn the others.
And how long is this bat gonna? Oh, okay, just that long.
No Jacob or bats today.
Also, no nuke ghouls yet. Yeah, I can't wait for the NPC guillotine flag to make its way to prod. Maybe the best quality of life upgrade ever.
Oh sure, unrunnable trolls. That's what we need, more unrunnables.
And how many turns does Lich 1 live?
1.
You were right.
This is much easier than the guess the big key in Ganon's Tower game.
Yeah, but the prizes are much less good.
I guess that's fair. It's like the difference between the basketball game and the duck pond at the county fair, right?
Yeah, it sounds right. Yeah.
And it seems we got some hot wings here, throwing Blaze out. Good levels on Crab Cake so far. Level 26, and most of Sky to go.
Yeah, I don't know the next damage breakpoint on Vorpal, do you?
31, I believe.
Yeah, it might be too far off unless we fight a war mech.
Yeah, I think she's gonna need a lot of rock goal encounters to get that done. Right, well, this is the good experience floor, and so far there's a Gurnaga, but it's extremely easy to kill. And that's it.
But she's gonna dig these chests out, which is interesting. Maybe she's just doing it to get some more experience, or really wanting that power gauntlet.
I mean, if she's committing to a two-man in this way, there's gonna be no temper charges. Might be the way to go.
Yeah, I guess power gauntlet or 31, whichever one comes first.
Oh, there's another pack of rock goals. Yay, katana sighting. Here comes the fade, and there goes the Mancats.
And one Wiz Vampire just hanging out, getting chopped to pieces. And Crabcake hits level 29. She may yet hit 31 or 32.
Bring on that war mech.
You know that War Mech's got like double nuclear. I mean, with the way this seed has gone.
I mean, that would be probably the best thing that could happen to crab cakes, because nothing in Temple of Fiends would have that.
That's true. But Kraken's gonna have like infinite evasion and like 45 hits, so
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
for a two-man party, that would be really rude.
I think even for a 4-man, that would be pretty rude.
Touche.
Shotgun Kraken.
And we're level 30.
And finally, those glares don't do anything. So some questions in chat about what happened to Dengwoo. Marsh Cave happened. A very, very brutal, almost everything unrunnable Marsh Cave happened.
Yeah, it was almost a reroll. That's how bad the Marsh Cave was.
Alright, so we have... there's T2 taking a decent amount of damage from the Vorpal and Fades.
Four hits, 68 damage. Gotta love that Vorpal.
At least it wasn't 4 for 4.
That's only because he got one critical hit.
Alright. Going with the Bane Sword strats right now.
And the Vorpal finally gets a couple of crits and actually does some decent damage there.
200 plus. Go back to normal. And that's gonna do it. 4th Orblit for Crab Cakes.
We're gonna do one last stock up and then go check out Topher.
Alright, Red Mage seeing the light of day. For how long? Who knows?
She only brought one of them up so far. And the one she brought up is level 17, so he should be able to at least live a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind bringing the other one up either, because they're gonna die eventually, but if they die to a punch, well, that's HP you don't have to heal up.
Yeah, I'm the same way, but I also, if she's planning on taking some fights to get that last level, because she's sitting at 31 right now, then it makes sense.
Yeah, that's definitely the right move. And hey, guess what else is unrunnable?
I mean, why not? Everything else is. Are we sure we didn't check the flag to make everything unrunnable?
I'm pretty sure we're not using the alpha site. Ooh. Bane on the Frost Giant, so that's gonna save a nice chunk of time.
Good old era of Jim and era of Kai. I'm not sure if they're Cobra Kai or just regular Kai.
Oh, these guys give you so much experience, but they show up so late, and now they're gonna hit you with Blizzard too, and suddenly it feels like it's not worth it.
Hey, Bane Sword doing some more work.
Yeah, the Captain Planet villain strategy has been paying off tonight.
Oh, that feels bad when you kill one of the two worms. That's so much experience left.
That's alright. The Gurmedusa floor's coming up. Might not even need the experience from that though.
Yeah, she's gotta be close to hitting 32.
And this is a nice easy fight, so this ought to do it.
And it's unrunnable, so we're forced to get this experience. So thanks, game.
Oh, more things that are unrunnable? At least you can run from these.
How many turns does Lich 2 live?
Just one. I don't know, maybe two, it depends. No, there's definitely a little disrespect going on here.
Oh wow. Less than 350 HP.
Alright, so less HP than Lich 1. Good, good.
And we finally hit that breakpoint.
And now the breakpoint is irrelevant as the Mazvian goes on the lead fighter.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah.
It didn't matter. It was just the sheer bloodlust of the fighter. Oh, there's a slow
that
two.
feels bad.
That's no good. Here comes the chip damage. Oh, the other fast, so...
Yeah, but it feels bad to have to use it on this fight. Now you only have one more charge for the remaining 3 bosses.
Yeah. You're pretty much gonna save it for Chaos unless Tiamat 2 is walking around with tank armor. Crabcake's just gonna murder everything on the way down. Not interested in this fight, though. Not enough lobster.
Maybe she ran out of butter.
It would be really hard to, like, try to butter toast with the Vorpal.
Yeah, I mean, what if you crit it with one of those very few hits you get with it?
It just goes right through the plate and the table.
Your bread just disintegrates, it's just gone.
Alright, well, there's your sacrificial red mage of the day. Lit 2's nice, though.
And Kraken had no health. Is that like 350, 400? Tiamat 2 must have been fighting somebody else. Has to use Cure 4 first turn.
Yeah, just was not expecting to get this encounter. Like, hey, whoa, what are you doing here? I'm not ready.
Yeah, I think probably the Wiz Vampires turned on him. They're having a little rebellion down here.
Bunch of jerks. It's those zombie dragons that are a bad influence.
It's like Tiamat 2 has all the health that Kraken 2 and Lich 2 didn't have.
Yeah, but none of the offense, so...
I don't know what you're talking about. Lit 2 like 3 times is amazing. Ah, see, it in fact was the Wiz Vampire and Vampire Upright. They were gathering an army just behind him.
Waiting for the right time to strike. You know, as soon as T2 wipes out these light warriors, let's... Oh, wait. Oh no, they're stronger than we thought.
And then the zombies were waiting right behind them. They were the generals.
The instigators all along.
And we gotta wake up our last red mage here.
Let's see. It wasn't Cure 4, it was healing. It was healing Omega. Tiamat 2 was playing some Earthbound. Alright, Fire 2, exactly the kind of boring thing you want to see right here. Nice hit for 396 too. The Ice 3s are going to do pretty appreciable chip damage here too. And White Mage has got enough HP to sit through some of the nastier attacks. So looking pretty solid so far. Oh, except for that Red Mage in the front. Ow. Yeah, with the 2 hits, oh, here comes Zap, and it gets the Knight! Oh no! Who's got the Bane Sword? It's your time to shine.
Well, we've got 4 Fade charges. And I think a Vorpal wielding red mage.
Well, time for the Vorpal to get the job done here. Maybe. And there is a
And
nuclear.
of course.
There's the Bane Sword.
Here comes the
Here we
Bane.
go. Bane for Bane. This Chaos spell list is pretty lackluster so far.
Yeah, but we know he at least has nuclear on the skill list, and skill lists are,
Oh, Inferno.
are shorter.
And Swirl! Okay. Never mind. Cure 4 time.
Yeah, he needs to go back to the spell list. That's much nicer.
And there is that is a punch through all the evade. So that is. Oh, here comes the nuclear. All right, there's an ink. We'll take it. Bane through the ribbon!
That is a zap through a ribbon and a bane through a ribbon.
That is gross. And I think you just gotta go back in. There's nothing really too scary except for bad luck.
Gotta double check, make sure those were equipped. They were.
Yeah.
Just extremely bad luck.
3 ribbons, doesn't matter.
Proving once again that 3 and 256 times, it works every time.
Well, Crab Cakes has all the knowledge to make this a much faster dive. Never feels any better to have to go back down. And it seems like this Chaos had quite a bit of health too. All that chip damage adds up, and still not enough. And not even the temptation of 4 Agamas is going to convince Crab Cake to take some fights. And here we are, stop 1. When it starts to get scary, you're scary. But as we've seen, this is a pretty straightforward fight. Except when you get punched for, 500 damage. And then you get slow too. But Crab Cakes has enough fade charges to get through this fight, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, but she's a level 31 knight, and both times she's gone in that fight, she's been hit by that slow 2. This is maybe one of the most unlucky runs I've seen in a while.
I mean, we can certainly ask Dengwoo of his opinion. You might beg to differ.
Touche again. Although, really, I think Dengwoo lucked out. He didn't have to get zapped and baned through a ribbon. So,
Yes, that's true. Got an hour of his time back. Not so bad. And those level 8 life charges are proving to be pretty important in these fights.
yeah, both Kraken and Carry showing that they actually had, some damage behind their punches. We just didn't see it the first time.
Alright, 2 fast charges, so it's a good place to use one. Ooh, that looked like they all crit.
And then we doubled the hits and none of them were crit.
Nailed it. There's those pesky vampires again, always causing trouble.
Let's see if we can get Bane through another ribbon.
The gas has Bane and Zap, and a lot of HP. And Crabcake's going with Vorpal strats this time. And Crabcakes is not going to bring up the second red mage, opting instead to save that Cure 4 charge. And that's a nice chunk of damage right there. And good time for that heal 3 to show up.
And 6 hits for 80 damage.
The Vorpal special.
Gotta love the Vorpal. Five hits, 5 damage.
5 for 5.
It's going the wrong way.
This Vorpal swing brought to you by Arby's. 500 damage though. That's more like it. There's the zap. Nobody gets hit this time. Another shot for 400. And these heal 3s should be able to get the job done here. Yeah, just barely. Good timing on that. White Mage living. Just a little bit of health left.
And terminated. Crabcakes finishes with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 14 seconds.
And Deng finishes with sanity intact. So get out your GGs for Crabcakes, and Dengwoo gave it a good effort, but just could not overcome that Marsh Cave. Too many unrunnables for his team count.
don't think Crab Cakes usually comes in for interviews, so...
Yeah, I don't think so either, so, yeah, I guess we'll just wrap things up here. Looks like the match between Wab and Woat has already finished up, so if you want to catch the action on that, you'll have to check out the VOD or look up the YouTube video. So yeah, Crab Cakes moving to the 3-0. Dengwoo takes a loss, but still at a very respectable 2-1, and looking forward to more action from both of these runners. Hopefully both runners can shrug off how nasty the seed was tonight.
Well, we know Crab Cakes loves challenge seeds, so I'm sure she'll be fine, and Dengwoo will... I know he's a bit of a newer player, but I've seen him play a bit. I think he'll be fine too.
And there's Crab Cakes in chat now.
Well, you wanna give some final thoughts, Edge? We can sign off.
My final thoughts are: I sincerely apologize for inflicting the seed on people. And thanks to Hyro for sticking it out and getting some of the tracking done behind the scenes.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks to everybody for coming out. Thanks to Speed Gaming for having us, and we'll just... people need to keep coming out for this tournament. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the matchups are only going to get spicier from here on out. A lot on the line. 3-0 means you've at least made the play-in race, so it's a good place to be. But you can go straight to brackets with one more win, so it's a lot on the line in these next 2 weeks. So make sure to stay tuned. Alright, I think that's going to do it here. So thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting us once again, and thank you to the viewers for watching. Always fun to have you all come out, and we're looking forward to seeing you again. Have a good night, everybody.